So it's currently 4 p.m. as I record this, and I've made a couple of sales today already, but one of them in particular was this one here. I don't know if you can see that. Amount received £1,000. Can you see that? In one day. And that was just a couple of voice notes over Telegram, sales pitch, boom, sale made. £1,000 for a couple of voice notes, right? It took me about 20 minutes. Now, the reason I'm saying this is because literally last year, that kind of money to me was ridiculous. I'd never even seen £1,000 in my bank before last year. I was in my overdraft for most of that time period. Okay. Now you're probably looking at it and thinking, right, well, how did you do that? Well, that in particular sale was full-time coaching. Okay. But that's not the point, because it's not about the business models that you pick from. This is what everyone gets wrong on social media. I mean, they're probably doing it on purpose because they're just trying to feed the trends. Here's the best new business model. Here's the new one. Here's the new one. It's shiny object syndrome. Okay, that's what they're feeding you into when you're looking at all these different business models on the internet and you're thinking, right, what's the next best one? What's the next one that's making the most money? Because copywriting isn't doing it anymore. Drop shipping's not doing it anymore. I need the new one. And you're constantly changing business models. Now, it's not about the business model. I could do this in any industry, and I've proven that I have done in multiple different industries. Okay, from Forex trading to personal branding to copywriting to some other industries that I only talk about inside of my school, which is linked into the comment section and the bio. You can go and find that right now. But you have to become a new person. And I'm going to teach you exactly how to do that, how to think like an entrepreneur. So no matter what industry you pick, if you prefer copywriting and you actually enjoy the process of copywriting, but everyone on the internet's telling you to do Forex trading, and you're like, well, I've got to do it now because that's how everyone else is making money. That's not the case. You can make money in copywriting as well by becoming the entrepreneur that knows how to do so. I've just sold my time of full-time coaching, which that's a monthly payment, right? But he's paid it me now, which means I get it today. But that's every single month. He's paying me £1,000 from one person. One person. It only takes me to convince 10 people to pay me £1,000 every month. And I've got 10 grand a month coming in from one income stream. Okay. So that's just full-time coaching. I'm just selling my knowledge. That's it. You've probably got knowledge too. Maybe you're good at fitness. Maybe you're good at boxing. Maybe you're good at running. Sell the knowledge. It's not difficult, but it's about how you do it. So this is what I'm going to really go into in this video. I've got my notes here. As you can see, come prepared. It's a beautiful sunny day. I've got the shirt on ready for Italy. And we can't forget the ginger and turmeric orange juice drink. So we're going to take a sip of this. Make sure you boys are hydrated for this. Get your pen and paper ready. I'm going to be banging out the content here, and I want you to really pay attention and implement what it is that I'm saying. Don't just watch this video like every other YouTube video you watch and go, oh yeah, that's good advice, but then never actually do anything, because then it's not going to do anything for your life. If you take the information I'm about to give you from this notebook and you put it into your brain, and then from your brain you take it and put it into the physical world, your life will it's guaranteed to change. Okay? Because mine has done. You've seen it in real time. Yours can too. So cheers to that. Okay, first one then is how you sell. Now, I've just sold £1,000. One guy, £1,000. That's not even mentioning all the other sales and all the other income streams that I've got running at the same time. That's one sale, £1,000. How would that feel in your bank account right now? If you loaded up your phone and you just saw £1,000 come in from one guy. It's pretty cool. It's pretty fun, right? It allows you to do what you want to do. It allows you to enjoy the things that you like in life without having to go to work. Oh, hi boss, sorry I'm late. You know, I wanted to spend an extra 5 minutes in bed today because I was sleep deprived from last night. Oh, well, you're late. Sorry, mate, you're fired. It gives you the freedom to do what you want. The way that we do this to sell effectively, we have to learn how to sell properly. Most people sell, and I see this in my DMs on Instagram all of the time, they will sell from a position of lack, of selfishness. I want something from you. I want your money, basically. That's how they're trying to sell. So they'll instantly go in with, here's what I do, here's how much it is, let's work together. Whereas from the customer point of view, why would I accept your DM for email marketing or video editing or copywriting my sales pages if there is no genuine concern for me? It just seems like you want to use me as an ATM. Why would I accept that? Why would I buy into that? So you have to change the way you sell. We're not going to sell from a position of I want money. We're going to sell from a position of empathy, of care for the people you're trying to get paid by. Because that's your job. You're trying to provide value to their life. You're trying to make their life better one way or another. And this doesn't have to just be in the industry like I am in, which is coaching, which is genuinely helping people's lives get better. You could be solving problems. I had a guy, He does pest control, door-to-door sales, right? A coaching client. His job of door-to-door sales, right? Pest control, eliminating bugs in the house, that is making someone's life better to some degree. It's eliminating a headache. It's eliminating an annoyance in that person's life. So they will pay for it. They have a problem. They are paying you for the solution. Okay? That is how business works. That is what business is. It's a value exchange of money and value. Okay? You have to be, if you want to make money online and in any industry at all in the world, if you want to make money, you have to exchange something for that money. It's not just coming in from a position of, oh, well, I'm a copywriter. Here's a sales page that I can write for you. 1K a month, please. Which is what a lot of the energy when you guys are outreaching to me in my DMs, that's what it feels like. You just want my money. You don't actually care because you're following your stupid script. So eliminate the script, throw that out the window. And what I want you to do instead is put yourself in your customers or prospect or leads' shoes. How do they see the world? What do they want? How do they want to live? What is their dream state? What problems do they struggle with on a daily basis? Right? And what solutions would they potentially buy? And if you don't know the answer to this just by thinking about it, then you need to ask them. Don't just come straight in there and go, hey, I'm a copywriter and I see you have the School of Life, which is my school that I teach people how to make money, how to, date properly, sex life, health, detoxing from the vaccine. I teach everything inside of my school in the link, right? And I'll get guys come to me and they'll DM me about my school saying, hey, I noticed you don't have a sales page. I don't need a fucking sales page, first of all. But, oh, I noticed you don't have a sales page. Here, I'm a copywriter, let me write one for you. You don't know if I even want one. Why are you wasting your time? It is much better to outreach to people, to your clients, to your prospects, to your leads, and get to know them first. Care about them. Understand who they are. That guy that I just got the £1,000 sale from, I was understanding his situation first. Initially, he objected. He said no. He said, it's just not going to work. Sorry. It's not something I can do right now. But I made it very, very clear. Listen, the advice and the value that I'm going to provide to your life will change your life very quickly. Those 30 days are going to go by anyway. Either they go by and you do the same thing you've already done and you're not going to change your reality at all, or you take a risk for once, those 30 days go by, but instead you're working with me. And just obviously, if you change your situation, your reality is going to change. I said that to him. A day later, £1,000 in my bank. So you have to understand, it's not about what you want. It's about what you can do for that person. And you have to genuinely let them know the thing you are offering to them will change their life. Write that down. It's not about what you want. It's about what your customer wants. You are simply facilitating that. You're making it a reality for them. If they want to lose weight and you're a fitness coach, it's not about, well, I have 20 videos in my fitness course and it's an hour long or whatever. What are you going to do for their life? How do they want to feel after they've lost weight? What does their ego feel like when they walk down the street? You have to really get into the head of your customer, understand what life they want, and you simply sell them the path to that life. Then it's easy money, okay? That's exactly how you got to sell from now on, not from a position of selfishness. You switch it, you sell from a position of selflessness. You don't care about whether or not you make money. You are helping them. You want to genuinely get to know them, understand the relationship you have as a business partnership or whatever, and help them to get to where they want to go. The money will naturally come if you sell like that. Trust me, that's number one. Number two is don't be afraid to push objections, make it urgent, real, and amplify the problem. So, like I just mentioned, this guy had an objection. He said no at first. Let me just take a little hydration break. Power my brain with turmeric, 1 second. So, initially he was very adamant. He was like, no, it's not happening. Sorry. Maybe in the future, blah, blah, blah. You have to make sure that when you get objections in sales or in any industry, you don't want to be desperate, you don't want to be pushy, but you just want to kind of flinch towards the objection. Because most people get scared, the ego takes a hit when someone says no to their services, right? If I'm offering you coaching and you say no to me, if I was the normal average entrepreneur, my ego would go, oh, he said no, why? Am I not good enough? What is it? And they'll be like, okay, no worries, bro. And they'll just let them go. Whereas instead, you have to take that on the chin. And again, stop focusing on yourself. It doesn't matter. You're there to help them. You're there to genuinely change their life. You're not there for the money. Fuck the money. The money will come. So what you do when you get an objection, whether they say, I need to think about it, whether they say, it's not for me, whether they say, I don't know, I have my doubts, Again, understand them a bit more. Well, what's making you say no at the moment, bro? What is it? What's the main obstacle for you that's stopping you from committing to this? Because I'm sure we can both agree that if you commit to this opportunity and 30 days go by and instead of doing it by yourself, you're working with me, I'm sure we can both agree 2 brains are better than 1. You'd make a lot more money. So what's the obstacle that's stopping you? Well, I think it's time at the moment. I just don't have enough time. I'm busy with my current job. I've got family, blah, 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 blah. Well, here's what I'm going to do for you then, bro. Instead of allocating all that time for you, what I'm going to do is actually set it up for you, right? So I'm going to eliminate that headache, eliminate that obstacle, eliminate that problem. I'm going to do the hard work for you at the start. Then when you get a bit more free time, I can pass it on to you. You can carry it on. So you're getting to know the situation a little bit better, and then you're solving another problem for them. That's all it is, constantly solve problems. The more you can make their life easier and less stressful, the more money you're going to make. So the next time you get an objection, don't just take it for an answer. Don't just take no for an answer. You have to kind of push it a little bit, but you want to make sure, this is important, listen to this, the energy that you push it with is important. If you're going from a please, please, desperate, from a position of lack, you're not going to get the sale. They're going to feel that energy. Instead, you have to push it from a position of this problem that you're struggling with isn't going to go away until you solve it. And wouldn't you agree that it's better to solve it now than waiting another 30 days and letting that momentum of negativity build up even more? It's better to just nip it in the bud, get it done. So you're amplifying their problem, you're making it seem, this sounds a bit manipulative. You're not making it seem worse than it is, but you're just reiterating the problem they're struggling with. Weight loss thing, for example. How much better would it feel if you started to go to the gym today rather than waiting a week because you're not sure or you're not confident enough? It's better to just get on it, because then you've got 7 days extra of going to the gym than you would if you had to think about it. That's 7 days more progress. That's 7 days more of lost weight. You don't have time to wait, right? You want to start living life now, today. You want to wake up tomorrow feeling better than you did today. That's how you've got to do it. You've got to amplify their problem. Really put the problem at the forefront, and then you come in again. Right, listen, make the situation a bit easier for them. Okay, you don't really know what to do. You're not very confident in the gym. What I'm going to do for you then to make it a lot easier to eliminate that headache is I'm going to walk you through it. I'm going to make sure until you feel confident, we don't commit to anything. Let's have a little 7-day free trial first. Excuse me, fucking hell. We'll have a 7-day free trial first. I'll walk you through it. I'll hold your hand through it all. Make sure you're feeling confident. Then we'll commit to it. Don't worry about it. But let's get started today. Let's get on it. You can do half the payment now, half the payment after the free trial, whatever. You can Aikido your way around things. But point is, don't give them time to think, right? You have to make it very clear, now or never, urgent. It's got to be today. Find a way to do that in whatever industry you choose to work in, right? But you have to know when to stop pushing as well, because you will get those guys that are genuinely just broke. They can't afford it, okay? One of the clients I was talking to through Telegram as well had this thing where he was saying, oh, well, I just can't afford it right now. Now, I know a lot of people say that just to get me away, just to kind of, I'm not ready, I don't really want to commit, it's too uncomfortable, it's new, it's different. People don't like committing to new things they've never done before. It's very uncertain, it's very unfamiliar, it's uncomfortable. So they'll find any excuse they can to kind of get that away, push away the uncomfortability. They don't want you talking to them anymore, because they know what you're saying is right. Yes, they should lose weight today. Yes, they should go to the gym today, but it's too uncomfortable. I don't want it. I'll think about it next week. So I'm broke right now. I can't afford your services. Sorry. They have money. They're spending money somewhere. They're giving it to something. They're not giving it to you, and you have to figure out why. So even when they say, oh, I'm broke, try and find a way to, okay, how much money are you bringing in per month? I always like to ask that question before I offer my services, because then I know they can't lie to me. I know, well, you're bringing in 2K a month, mate. What are you on about? What do you mean you're broke? Do you know what I mean? So that is also a good little tip to use. But you also need to know when to stop. Because yes, some guys will use that as an objection to push you away, but some guys will just simply not have enough money. Now, there's 2 ways you can go about this. You can either offer them a discount and say, I don't usually do this for most of my clients, but for you, I'll give you a little bit of a discount. Okay, I can see the potential in you. I can see how much you want to do this and how much you want to win. I don't want it to go to waste. Let's still work together. I think we've got a good relationship already. Here, you can have a half price discount until you get yourself on your feet. There you go, you still made a sale. Any money is better than no money at all. But there will come a time where you just have to accept your loss. You didn't make the sale. They're not interested. It's what it is. Move on to the next one. It's a numbers game. It's the same with women when you guys are single and you're asking me in the DMs, like, well, what do I do about this girl? She said no, she just wants to be friends. Well, you don't want to be friends, do you? So why are you wasting time with a girl that only wants to see you as a friend? Just say, okay, no problem. That's fine. I respect it. Be a gentleman about it and just move on to the next one. It's difficult. It's a numbers game. Keep going. Right, next one then. Assume the result that you want. Don't tiptoe around it. So what this means is a lot of you guys are coming into it, and I used to do this when I was first starting out in entrepreneurship, trying to get coaching calls, right? And I used to outreach to people that I already knew, watched my videos, and I used to say to them, you know, how are you, bro? Whatever. Again, getting to know the situation a little bit better. But when I would try and sell them my services, I would say something like, are you interested in doing coaching this week? Or, you know, basically just asking rather than assuming it. And when you do this, it gives them the option of saying no, which you kind of don't want. You want to make it seem like it's a no-brainer. It's irresistible. Yeah, of course we're doing it. Why wouldn't you? Kind of like a doctor. This is how I like to see it from the doctor frame, okay? If you were a doctor and you had a pill for an incurable disease and your patient came to you and he had an incurable disease and you finally found the cure and you're going to sell him that pill for a certain price, that's an irresistible offer. Of course he's going to buy it if his problem is amplified enough. Listen, you might not survive another week. Take the pill. He's going to take it. He's going to find a way to make enough money to take it, right? But if you're kind of like, oh, do you want the pill? You don't really need it. We could wait a little bit. You know, when are you ready to take the pill? No, you have to take it today. You have to, so when you're selling, you have to go from this doctor point of view, right? It needs to be done today. When are you free? Not, are you free for a coaching call maybe? Listen, you want to lose weight. I'm the man to come and see. We're going to get it done. No one else is going to coach you the way I'm going to do it. Let's go. When are you free this week for a coaching call? You're kind of assuming that it's already happened. When are you free for a coaching call? As if they've already said yes. Rather than, are you free for a coaching call? Or would you like to do a coaching call? You don't give them the option to even think about no. It's irresistible. Oh, well, we're doing coaching? All right, sweet. Well, Wednesday I'm free. Let's do Wednesday. Cool. Is PayPal all right with you? Again, you're assuming it. You're not asking them, do you want to, it's $100 a month, by the way. Do you want to maybe, $100 a month, is PayPal okay with you? Just straight in there, assume it, confidence, yeah? Because it's funny how human beings mirror each other, especially if you come in with charisma and confidence. People will like to mirror that. They'll almost feel a bit intimidated by the charisma that you have, and they kind of just follow along with what you're doing, because from an evolutionary standpoint, if you are more confident and charismatic, you are naturally seen as a leader, and people that are less confident than you will naturally just follow whatever it is that you're doing. It's funny how that works, but try it and you'll see. Come in there with confidence, come in there with charisma, speak clearly. If you need to slow down your speech to stop you from stuttering, then do it. Breathe when you speak, get some oxygen to the brain, and just don't think too much about what you're going to say. I've seen this kid, he's 15 years old. He's got about 50k Instagram followers. And I've seen him doing a live sales pitch on the phone. And he was calling local businesses and saying like, you know, I can offer you social media growth agency kind of thing. He's growing their social media accounts, right? And he's good at it, clearly. He's got 50k, more than me. And I've seen him, but in the call, he was stuttering. He was, he didn't really know what to say. Filler words, all of that shit. Yeah, we could maybe like do this, like, you got to eliminate all of this baby talk, right? That's childish stuff. That's like high school. Stop doing that now. You're a fully grown man, okay? Eliminate all of that. You have to speak with conviction. Hello, flower shop. Listen, I've seen your social media account. I absolutely love what you're doing. And I really like the angle that you're going for here. I'm actually specializing in social media growth, as you can see from my account. And I think I like your drive. I like your ambition with the page. And I think it's a shame that you're not getting the growth that you want. I can offer you that. Would you like to work together? When are you free? Boom. Confidence. Don't stutter. Don't none of this. Practice eliminating that and speak with conviction. And the way you can do that is by slowing your speech down at the start until you get good at it. Breathe when you talk. So like you guys are tensed and like, you're restricting the oxygen flow to your brain. This is why you're stuttering. And also because you're thinking too much about what you're going to say. Trying to follow a script. Stop with the script. So with that kid, I could clearly tell he was literally looking at the script in the Instagram reel. So I DM'd him and I said, hey bro, I voice noted him actually so he could hear the way I spoke. And I said, listen bro, I like what you're doing, blah, blah, blah. How about we jump on a coaching call? I'll teach you how to, communicate a little bit more effectively and you'll be closing sales like that, easy. And he was like, yeah, sure, let's do it. So again, I don't even know what I was going to say there. Where was I going with that? Regardless, point proven. Practice communication, clearly. Okay, because you don't want to be like what I just did there, where you're like, you want to be on it. You want to be sharp in the mind, okay? So you can do that by regular practice, but also practice alone isn't enough. You need to self-analyze. So every sales call that you have, every voice note you send, every conversation that you have, don't be autistic about it, but just briefly analyze. Oh, I stuttered there. Why? Maybe I wasn't breathing correctly. Maybe I wasn't thinking about, what it is that I'm talking about. Maybe I was zoned out. So practice, self-analyze. When you self-analyze, you'll learn, you'll get better. The next time you practice, you'll be better than you were before. So practice alone isn't going to get you there. You have to practice and analyze on that practice. Does that make sense? All right? Cheers. Right. That's all for today, lads. If you're interested in learning more, obviously this was just a quick little YouTube video for you, but well, quick, I say 20 minutes long, but there's a lot of value in here. And if you guys genuinely are serious, this isn't a sales pitch, it's just an offer, right? If you are serious about making money this year, come and join the school. It's in the bio, it's in the comments, that's it. I'm not going to sell you on it. I'm not going to sales pitch. Join if you want to learn how to make money and master the art of attraction when it comes to women. Your sex life can be improved. Your health can be improved. Okay, everything in one place. You don't need any of these nerdy, childish schools. Every single guy in there has been vetted out. I've removed all the brokies. I've removed all the childish guys. It's just men that want to win. So not only are you learning from myself because of the video courses, but you're also surrounding yourself every single day with guys that are really about it. How much better would you feel if in your pocket, every day you whip out your phone, you've got a network of real brothers surrounding you? Do 50 push-ups, bro, right now. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're forced to become better because you're surrounded by that masculinity rather than children. Okay? No, I'm not shitting on anyone else's community, but let's be honest, you can do better than that. So if you're interested, in the bio, click this link, go and join it. I'll see you in there, all right? Other than that, boys, I'm going to go enjoy the sun. Enjoy your day. Make sure you actually implement this, and I'll see you soon. Take care.